is Ritzia and we're with Nanny Nina, au pair agency, and today we're going to be doing 10 questions about Yoho insurance. So, our first question is, how long does the policy run?
12 months. So as long as your au pair is here, you can have Yoho au pair insurance and the basic healthcare insurance as well. And that is for the period of the time that the au pair has got her cultural exchange visa, which is a maximum of 12 months.
So, our current au pair is going to leave. Can we expect a new au pair to be coming? Can the insurance cover the new au pair on the policy?
Yes. So for example, if your au pair leaves at the end of the 12 months, this au pair insurance can be extended once up to a maximum of 24 months. So you can have 2 au pairs on the same insurance policy without having to fill in any extra forms. But you have to make sure that the name of the insured person, so the name of the au pair, is adjusted on the policy. So there will be a little bit of contact, but you don't have to do everything all over again.
Great. With Yoho, can I pay per month?
Unfortunately, this is not possible. They take a one-off payment right at the beginning of your contract. So for example, for 8 months, I think it's about 300, and it works out to about 37 or 38 euros per month if you average it out. That's something to bear in mind.
So our family doctor cannot find our au pair in the system. Is this a problem with the insurance?
Often there isn't a problem with the insurance, it's just that the ISIS au pair insurance, because of all the subsidiary names, doesn't always come up in their drop-down list of insurers. So if you do run into this problem, do call our helpline or call Nanny Nina. Call Nanny Nina or call the au pair insurance helpline, and they should be able to fix it very soon.
So how do I make sure that the au pair is properly insured?
There are 2 very important insurance packages for your au pair. In the Netherlands, I know we love insurance. One is the basic mandatory Dutch healthcare insurance, which is the zorgverzekering. And your au pair does need to have it within 2 months after they arrive in the Netherlands. It used to be 4 months, so if you've had an au pair before and you think, oh, I've got 4 months, please don't delay. As soon as your au pair comes, take them to the gemeente, get their BSN and apply for the au pair, for the health insurance, for the zorgverzekering, ASAP. That's super, super important because they'll be illegal according to the Dutch government if they don't have that within the first 2 months. That's the absolute essential insurance policy to get. The second thing that you need to get from Nanny Nina's side is the au pair insurance. And we have a preferred partner called Yoho Insurance, and they have got a very clear and useful coverage, which we think will help you to protect you and your au pair in the case of medical emergencies when they're outside of the Netherlands. So this means that you can take out this au pair insurance from the day that the au pair is to fly or to travel from their home country to the Netherlands. They're covered right from that moment. So if there are any plane issues, lost baggage, it's like travel insurance and healthcare insurance and liability insurance combined. It's a very powerful insurance package. We would highly recommend it because accidents can happen. Someone can be a confirmed corona case on their plane. Their whole plane can be quarantined in a facility, and this can be paid for by the health insurance and the au pair insurance combination policy. So it's something to bear in mind that you can get au pair insurance before you have the health care insurance in the Netherlands, and we would highly recommend that you do it. If anything gets damaged or stolen, this is also really helpful when your au pair is traveling around the Netherlands or maybe going on a few short trips around Europe. This would also cover, the au pair insurance would also cover her then for liability, medical emergencies and healthcare.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So who is responsible for the au pair?
The host family and the au pair agency. So we at Nanny Nina have a duty of care, and that involves checking up on the au pair, making sure that he or she is healthy, that they're not being neglected by you or by themselves. We also need to make sure that they are in a safe and welcoming environment, and that has impact on their physical health and also on their mental health. And we just want to make sure that the au pair is able to stay the whole 12 months so that you and your family have a stable relationship as well. Sometimes accidents happen, sometimes viruses can affect our health, sometimes things go on beyond our control. And in those events, we really want to ask you as the host family to tell us if there's something going on with your au pair, if you feel like he or she is getting ill, if he or she is struggling mentally, or if they're in any sort of crisis, maybe because of their family back home, or if they're under any undue stress. Please let us know so that we can reach out and help as well. So the responsibility of the au pair's health and well-being lies on both you as the host family and on us.
So if my au pair has the basic insurance and the au pair insurance, won't they be double covered?
No, it really depends on where and when. So insurance for the au pair that is taken out before they even leave their home country can be done through Yoho, and they've got this subsidiary called the ISIS insurance, and that can be taken out right from the beginning. The Basiszorgverzekering, which is the basic healthcare insurance, can be taken out only after they arrive in the Netherlands. They're not doubly insured for the same things because the au pair insurance covers their travel to and from the Netherlands. It covers their travel within the Netherlands when they're outside the home. It covers liability when they're outside the home. It also covers liability and any emergency medical costs if they take short trips within Europe. So that's the where for au pair insurance. The where and when for basic healthcare is only within the Netherlands. So of course it doesn't cover liability at all. It's just health, and it's only within the Netherlands. So that's why we would recommend getting both. They don't cover the same things and they don't cover the same places.
Mm-hmm. So I'm a single parent. Does my au pair get that care allowance?
You have to make sure that the au pair is paying for their health insurance by themselves, because if they are registered with you at the same address, in the eyes of the SVB, the Sociale Verzekeringsbank, you are considered a couple. And this means that you're technically tax partners. So this becomes problematic, and it's quite hard for them to grant the Zorgtoeslag to the au pair. So I would say it's really important that the au pair does it from their own bank account and then applies for the Zorgtoeslag. We haven't yet had a successful Zorgtoeslag application from someone who lives with a single parent. So it's something to bear in mind.
Is it necessary to open a bank account for my au pair?
Yes, especially if they are from another country outside of the EU. It becomes very, very problematic because the Dutch have their own banking systems like Ideal and VPay, which are almost not used in any other country. So it's vital that they have the means to move around freely, that they can pay for their own things if they want to go and get a coffee or buy some extra toiletries, that they have that flexibility and freedom, and they don't have to ask you for 25 euros here and 10 euros there and 3 euros there. It's just keep things simple, get their BSN, go to a bank, help them open up an account as soon as possible. It'll give them so much more freedom. You can pay their 340 into their bank account directly. You can set up a direct debit. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about exchange rates, etc. Get a Dutch bank account, even if they're from within the EU. It really helps. And for the insurance, it's a massive bonus. If their health insurance is going out from their own bank account, then their Zorgtoeslag can come into their own bank account, and it's a lot cleaner as far as the Belastingdienst is concerned.
So who has to pay the premium for the au pair, the basic insurance? Who has to pay the premium for the basic insurance?
There are actually no official rules about who pays, but we at Nanny Nina, as part of our terms and conditions with the host family, we ask the host family to pay for the premium and for the ㅤNina.care amount, the excess. So if there is an accident, for example, and on your policy it says, please, you've chosen the voluntary ㅤNina.care amount to be 500, for example, we would ask that you as the host family cover that instead of the au pair. So no official guidelines, but please pay for it so that your au pair is not out of pocket in an emergency.